happened. And that's like the chain of command, or almost like how you can get things done in OWASP. You have a good idea, somebody takes responsibility for it, it makes sense, it's well thought out, and I hope that with all the planning you can see that we actually sort of know what we're doing, we can make things happen. So the summit is the place to be, right, in November, and we basically going to have a very nice hotel for you guys by the seafront, right, is the place to be to understand about OWASP. If you want to learn about OWASP, you want to know what OWASP can do, if you want to meet all the guys, right, that created all of this, is the place where you can meet every single one of this. And we also have 2 days of working sessions. So the whole idea is that, usually at these conferences, I always have people who come up with ideas and they say, what about this, what about that, how can you do this, and you guys should be doing this. Now we got a workflow, and the workflow is very simple. You come to Portugal, you set up a working session, you grab these guys who are all going to be there, right? And then you come up with a plan, and then we approve it, and then you can get on and do it. So it's that simple. And this is, we have a bunch of training courses, and I'm really excited to finally also have training courses that are completely OWASP related. Like at least half of these training courses are delivered by our leaders. So, at the moment our training courses are great, but it's still, we still have mostly our commercial, training courses, which we need to have because they're the best in the industry. But if you look at a lot of these ones, we have a lot of training courses that are completely OWASP specific. So we also have the working sessions, which for me are a great opportunity to get things done. This is where we can actually get all together, in a meeting room, 10, 15, 20, 50 people, doesn't matter, and get in there with a plan, with an agreement, and then know what we're doing. And I think this is really key for OWASP, because this is what allows us to, like we said, I want to set the AppSec agenda for 2009. So we can get, by the end of 2009, we can say, yeah, we make a difference because we had a plan. And the reality at the moment is nobody has a plan for 2009. Nobody, we don't have strategic objectives, it's like everything is sort of in the air. So that's our agenda. You can see we're going to be presenting just about, everything that's there. That's our sponsors. And we're also doing something which is interesting, is we already doing some joint events in Portugal in collaboration with this, with the summit. Because the reality is that we are paying, OWASP is paying 70 guys to go to Portugal, right? So that means we have 70 hardcore OWASP leaders in Portugal. Well, it's very easy to grab 4 of those and send them to a local university and do a one-day event. And it's great, give us kudos, we do more connection with universities, and it works quite well. So this is our costs, that's our training options. We got a great deal, so if you guys going and staying in a hotel, we got basically these 2 massive rows of apartments, so everybody's staying together, and we managed to negotiate for 300 euros if you share, or 500 or 600 euros if you want a room by yourself. So that's a 5-star hotel, everything included. So it's a pretty cool deal. So the only thing I want to finish off, which I was here, sorry, go back, which is, come down. Okay, so just to wrap up, so the summit, we're going to put all this stuff around. The main team is over there, so please enroll. We have a couple of special deals for this conference. So if you guys want to go, you don't have to pay now, but we really would like you to commit. So we have a feel for the people who are going and which working sessions you want. And if you want to start a working session, it's as simple as telling us the title, take responsibility for it, and go and do it. So we're over there. We also have free books. So all these books, right, you guys can come and pick up a couple of copies. We also have a couple of the Spanish translation, which still in the mailroom, so you can grab it. And the final point that I would like to make is we want to hire some developers to provide to our members. So the whole idea is this: we're going to make a pot of money available, $15,000 per quarter, for either an individual, a team, or a commercial company to provide those services to OWASP projects. Now, we already have a bit of a laundry list from the wiki, so we can keep the guys busy at least for a month or 2. But the whole point is that we're going to be providing more and more and more and more services to our projects. And I think is a very important concept that OWASP is doing. Follows up on all the services we're providing. And again, if you feel that you need something, basically it's up to you. One of the things that I want to stress is the people who are in any kind of position of leadership in OWASP are all there because they were proactive. There's no coincidence that Tom is in the board because Tom organized this. Sebastian organized the Belgium conference. It's usually the people who get given the responsibility are the people who are proactive and do stuff. So I'll pass it to Sebastian, and you can wrap it up.
Thank you very much, Dennis. That's unusually short. I'm very thrilled to be here. I really think of OWASP, I compare this with like Second Life. And in a lot of ways this is really true. A lot of people are doing this as their second job. They're putting a lot of time and energy in it for free as volunteers. But it's also like a virtual community. And there's a danger in that, so that we have like this disconnect with the real world. But really have to like make sure that what we do, that we like educate this to the real world and make sure that people who actually use our tools and the products that we are creating. So I'm very pleased that part of the things that we do is the education project is that a lot of the sessions in the summit is really about OWASP projects, so that's very, very good. Next to that, one last thing. I know there's a lot of chapter leaders around here. Maybe if there's chapter leaders, can you stand up, please? So these are really the guys who make this happen. Give them a big applause. And the project leaders as well, of course, so but it's you who are doing it. Thank you very much. Enjoy the conference.